And we begin with continuing coverage of that breaking news, the tactical situation in New Berlin.
Chop reports over the scene where moments ago an individual was taken out of a business.
Steve Shamraz joins us live from the newsroom with the latest. Steve.
Mike and Carol, that individual came out of the pharmacy building we believed was at the center of this standoff for the last 90 minutes or so with his hands over his head, was then tucked in the back of a squad car, and last I saw had not left the scene yet, was still sitting there in the back of the squad car. This is what it looked like maybe about 10 minutes ago as that person walked out of the pharmacy in New Berlin. One thing we did not want to report as this situation was developing was a phone call that happened about 5:40, just about 50 minutes ago, when we were calling businesses in this strip mall trying to figure out what was involved. I called this pharmacy and an individual answered the phone. And when I asked, why are there a lot of police there in the area? Anything you can tell me about what's going on? He appeared to, in this phone call, take responsibility for the standoff. He would not tell me his name, but when I asked him what's going on, he said, my doctor blanked me over and I'm not going to leave until they make it right. That is what he told me on the phone about 5:40 this afternoon when I reached an individual inside that pharmacy. Again, we don't have any confirmation from police about the motive behind this standoff that lasted about the last 90 minutes or so. But again, that's what I was told on the phone by an individual in the same store where this person was taken into custody now. Police have confirmed for us in the last 10 minutes. So Mike and Carol, thankfully this appears to have come to a peaceful conclusion after an individual disgruntled for one reason or another did hold police at bay from that pharmacy for a little over an hour today.
Steve, do we know whether or not any weapons were fired? It appears no injuries, but any sign of weapons, or it's still too early to tell?
I haven't heard anything about weapons, Mike, and we didn't see any weapons displayed in any of the video we were watching here in the newsroom. Very careful not to put anything live on television, but we were monitoring the events here in the newsroom in real time in case we need to get back on the air. But thankfully, everybody made it through this one okay, it appears.
Yeah, we like to hear that. And there were some streets closed in front of that strip mall, and they are now reopened, so that is good for the residents living in that area.
And of course, we'll be gathering more information throughout the evening, have a complete recap of all the developments coming up tonight on Live at 10.